just, just, get up there. Woo! Wow. Rough day in the crypto markets, guys. Rough day in the crypto markets. Man, it was looking good earlier. I had a couple of things charted out for you guys that I was like, yeah, this is going to be great entries, and those are all gone to hell in a handbasket. Those are over. As a matter of fact, I just bought some ETH at the high because of so bad. What's happening, guys? Yeah, I just bought some ETH at the high, thinking it was going to be at the low. Let's just talk about it, huh? I always talk about my wins and losses. This is what I get, right? I've been getting an itchy trigger finger, and it was just like, man, these are looking good. The market's been trading sideways so long. I think this would be a good point to enter the market. What a bad day did I pick? What a bad day did I pick? All right, you guys want to see this? Look at this. So this is what I had set up for you guys, right? I was looking at this last night, and I was like, look at this. Pennant forming, or symmetrical triangle. Sketchy. Should have known it was coming on the end of a bearish candle. I should have known it was going to break to the downside. I didn't think it was going to tank like this. So this is what I had set up here. You see my dotted lines, guys? Here's where my stop loss was. I didn't even get a chance to set the stop loss. It blew through. It hit the order and blew through the stop loss. That's where that bot would have come in super handy if I'd have been able to handle that. Yeah, buy the dip. Trillions are all the way, says Anthony Monero. Yeah, I did. I did buy the dip. Actually, I bought at the top of the dip, unfortunately. So yeah, I was looking for a bounce play, guys. This is literally what I was looking for. Thinking with how far we've had the market trade sideways, this is what I was looking for. I was watching this, and I was like, all right, cool. So I'm gonna look to have a couple. I'm gonna ladder some entries here, set my stop loss here, and then wait for the trade to come back to me. And I was gonna be looking to exit the trade by where it would meet this trend line. Just starting to ladder out there basically here at about 221. That's over. That's over. That's over. So didn't put my whole stack back in, just a little bit, but definitely feels like a real kick in the junk. Not too happy about it. So what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? Yeah, it was actually kind of funny to watch this. I set up these calls. Look, by the way, if you happen to be on both of these and you're looking for a solid arbitrage opportunity right now, literally right now, Bitcoin is trading at 61.45 on Coinbase and 63.11 over on Bitfinex. So huge arbitrage opportunity there. Binance, I just noticed this too. I was talking with Snay literally right before we went live. Binance, the Tether bounce didn't happen as bad. So same arbitrage play there for Tether as well. I'm wondering if something dicey's going on here, guys. Is that what happened? Tim Draper talked to Bloomberg Asia and they all decided to sell? I'm not sure that that's what Tim Draper would convince them to do. Oh, God, man. Yeah, man, I hate it. I hate it when you have a plan to a trade and it executes before. So I had full disclosure on my ETH trades. I had set these up last night before I went to bed. I told the Cryptosomniac Moon Loungers, I was like, listen, I'm just going to wait for the market to come to me on this. I set the 218. All the other ones that I had set in there in the ladders, I had set for 1 hour exposure. I set the low ball at the time for 1 day. And 1 day has not expired yet. So I am now bag holding... We'll see. Hopefully, I don't know. I'm liking the way this looks like it might bounce, but I don't think it's going to bounce back up that high. Yeah, more fiat aside before it happened. I mean, I don't know. I don't know if this is the bottom yet, guys. I should have. I would have liked to have. This is where I'd like to be picking it up, right? Matter of fact, I'm considering. I was considering entering on Bitcoin, and it's already bounced twice. So the bounce play is already over for that as well right now. Hurting my feelings a little bit. I'm going to go ahead and stick with the Mall's theory at this point. I'm waiting for 5,500 for my next Bitcoin buy. That's what I'm waiting for because it sure looks like it's going that direction at this point. But let's see. A couple of things I did see that I thought were, again, this all has gone to hell in a handbasket with this recent Bitcoin move. I was looking at GVT, was looking pretty good. This is all irrelevant now. This is all irrelevant now, guys, because what happens? Look at this. It would have automatically hit all the orders that I had already, right? Like literally, these were all the places I was looking for the orders. So I wasn't expecting it to hit all of them on on one dip. However, that being said, it's already passed all the entry points, so I'm gonna wait to see what these candles do. Hopefully we can print another green candle or two, and if we stay hovering around this level, I might actually go ahead and enter that trade on Genesis Vision. I think Genesis Vision still has further up to go before their platform launches on the 30th. I suspect there is some more money to be made there, and well, that was looking like a nice cup and handle, but this might invalidate it because that's gone down definitely further than 50% down the cup. So I would have liked to see it maybe to about here before it takes off, but that's not looking as good as it was about 15 minutes before I went live. Oh, all right. Down, 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 says Ryan Jack. What's up, Icon? What's up, Darren? He did bad day. Yeah, it wasn't a terrible day. I didn't shoot my entire stack back in and lose it, but I did buy a couple of ETH at a price I wouldn't be too. I'm not too proud of all of a sudden. All right, buy the dip. Trillions are on the way, says Anthony Monero. Monerat. I'm sorry if I mispronounced your name, Anthony. Jay-Z Drift, yo, what's happening, man? Welcome. Long time watcher. I love how many of you guys are so dedicated to this channel. Always a pleasure to hang out with you guys, even when we see. That's which way? Even when we see candles like, oh, I gotta bring it down. I'm gonna bring it down on the chart so I can be crypto weatherman like Mr. Bot. Even when we see this, I'm gonna go ahead and just try to just push it up a little bit. I'll do what I can, guys. I'll do what I can, but I do not market make in nearly as much as whales might. So, anyways, yeah, Genesis Vision was another one that I was eyeing that clearly, again, didn't even have time to enter the trade. Now I'm going to have to wait and see what the next couple of candles do. I guess this market follows the stock market. You know what's funny about that? Is we were just talking about that in the Moon Lounge. Amal was specifically had posted something that said, you know, if Bitcoin blows past 7 grand today, since the stock market dropped 2%, we can see that there is no correlation at all. I actually would have thought we would have seen some capital flight into Bitcoin after the stock market dips. But again, I think just it's still an investment class that most investors are unfamiliar with and afraid of, unfortunately, for the time being. So we did not see the capital influx that we might hope for. I'm in Ireland. Time for bed. Yeah, I don't even know how to pronounce your name. We'll just call you Pab. Yeah, ouch. Anyways, yeah, man, I don't know that there's any reason to hope you have your stop losses set is ultimately all I can say on that. Down, I'm not sure what that word there is, Joseph, but 800 points. Oof, brutal. Stock market scary night now. A ton of money just disappeared today, and more to come probably. Well, you know, hopefully we'll see a bunch of people's orders clear out. I don't know, guys. Honestly, it might be a good day to with a candle this red, with this gnarly of a red candle. And let's go ahead and jump on over to because it's happening on Bitcoin as well. And this is what's very strange is it happened far more significantly on Coinbase and BitMEX than it did on Bitfinex. And look at that. Yeah, Bitfinex slowly kind of bouncing around, and then yeah, the Binance pair here. Let me pull that up. Might as well take that up. Uh-oh. So what I was trying to say as I'm dragging this through here is the Binance Tether pair is still at 64. So that's a little odd to me, right? Look at this. Oh, here. Let me hide the chat for a second so you guys can see what I'm talking about. There you go. Look at this. You see this? Bitcoin 61.62 on Coinbase, 62.97 on Bitfinex, 63.50 on Binance. So yeah, My name sounds exactly like the crypto or Maryland. Awesome. Also, thank you for the contribution, Anthony. I like Monero. That's everybody knows that's one of my favorites. Also, I thought that was how you say it. So very cool last name, and really appreciate your donations to the channel. Thank you so much for that. Thanks for watching. Anyway, 5 minute. Let's go to the 5 minute candle. I never like going to the 5 minute candle, but I mean yeah, you're seeing little bounces, but I want to see it bounce back up. I want to see it bounce back up here. That's what I'm saying. The bounce plays are already. The bounce play. This is ultimately, yeah, 15 minutes. This is what I was looking at. So, you've got the dip. You could buy, hold, sell as it bounces back up. Wait for it to come back down here. So, I mean, there's a couple, but I don't know that the percentage is going to be significant enough now. Yeah, I don't know. 1%, I guess. It's a bit of a gamble. Depends on how many Bitcoin you're trading, I guess. Not with the stack I'm trading. Not worth the risk. Not worth the risk. The Munter API must be running slow because Binance is on par. Okay, yeah, I don't know. Maybe it could be the TradingView API. Certainly, Snay had pointed this out literally right before I went live. Yeah, look at that. So there we have Binance and Bitfinex on par. Coinbase still lower though. Coinbase still lower. I'm watching Coinbase on my laptop over here. So anyway, what are my thoughts for the next day or two? Well, my thought for the next day or two is that I'm going to be looking to exit an Ethereum trade somewhere around $224. But we will see what happens. We will see what happens. I don't know. I mean, Amal has been calling it. It's again with as many times as Amal has been correct in the recent term. Amal has been calling that Bitcoin is going to test the $5,500 to $5,800 range. So, given that it's clear down here, I will probably ladder some orders in between 55 and 6K. Because look, I mean, you could have it would have just pretty much hit. You know, even up to 6,100, but it already missed the bounce play, right? That's my. I generally will put in orders and just let them sit for a day if I feel like I'm going to enter a trade over on Coinbase. And I did not catch it on this one. That had expired. We got this dip. And here we are. So I am expecting further downside, actually, at this point. I don't know. Let me think about that a little bit, actually. Because we could see, I mean, stock market's already been closed. If we had a massive dump on the stock market, you know, 2% is pretty massive as far as the stock market goes. So we had a massive dump in the stock market. We could see a bunch of people close out some stocks and move it over into crypto tomorrow. We could. I don't know. I wouldn't be confident saying that for sure is going to happen. Primarily just because I think most of the people that are in those markets are still scared of this market. Amal is living it up right now. Yeah. Reached the end of the bottleneck and broke. Yeah. I mean, we've been seeing it. It's right, guys. This has literally been coming for days, right? Here, let me do it on this chart so it doesn't look like such a mess. And let me just turn off. All we need is just the volume. I don't even need the moving average across. Yeah. Amal talks about this all the time, guys. This is a very basic chart pattern, right? You guys can look this up. You'll see what I'm doing here. So we have from here. Okay, this is our recent support line right there. And we'll call that $6,200. Okay. This is our trend line going from tips to tips to tips, right? And look at that. Even when it's not exactly on, you guys just watch me. I'm just drawing it from this very tip at the high down to whatever is about the high there in our recent term. Boom. And look at that. It's almost like magic. Bounce, 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 bounce. And we were through this. We had broken through. We had broken back through this. And we're sitting about like here, and then this again. So I want to show you guys something. This is a thing, and I don't want to be Elmer Fudd, but we knew this was coming, and here's why. Chart patterns. Trading. There's one image that is very common. Here we go. Right. No, that's not the one I want. Here we go. This is the one I like. Right. Whoops. Let me. Oh, good God. There we go. How about that? No, come on. Show me just show me the damn chart. Why is it on Pinterest? Well, this is as big as I can get it. Point is, look at this, guys. Can you see this? Can you guys see this? Bullish patterns. Ascending triangle. Bearish patterns. Descending triangle. Now, what does this pattern look like right here? This is, I want you to, here, let me, alright, this one, right here. What is that shape? Do you see this shape? Okay. Let me go ahead and kill this shape. Or kill that window. What is that shape? What is that shape? It's a descending triangle. Bitcoin, Ethereum, they've all been in descending triangles. This is my little recent on Ethereum. Boy, that one bit me in the butt. Sure did. Oh, c'est la vie. It's not the worst thing that could happen. At least I didn't go in hard like a whale. Yeah, that's a descending triangle, guys. That's what that is. That's a bearish pattern. So, you know, if I'm just being purely analytical, it's a bearish pattern. Looks like it's going to break down. So, with that being the case, I don't know. Maybe we see it go down. Maybe it bounces off this 6100 one more time. Right? We're at 63 over on Binance. Is that right? Is it still? Is somebody looking at their Binance right now? Can you look at your Binance and verify for me that it is at 63.52? I don't really want to deal with opening Binance and going through my 2FA and da-da-da-da-da on my laptop while we're on the stream. So if anybody can up here tell me, please, if Binance is definitely at 63.51, I would very much appreciate it. But anyways, yeah, so I suspect we'll see it ping around in here, and then we're going to see it break. And then I think, you know, your next support level there is going to be 58 is the next thing with any kind of recent support. And that was just a brief little 2-day candle. And then it's pretty much free fall till I guess it's not free fall, but yeah, 56. So I think I'm all's pretty spot on at this point. I mean, here, guys, look at this is all like I'm not trying to spread FUD. I'm just trying to be flat out pure logic. What does this volume look like? That's a downtrend. That's a downtrend in volume. Okay. We got a descending triangle. And then let's go ahead and look over here and look at what these indicators tell us. On the MACD, posted the bear cross. I'm just looking at the daily. Posted the bear cross. Smaller intervals, nasty. Smaller, nasty, nasty. Tiny intervals, no cup. No sign of turning around. This is on a 5-minute interval. We should have seen a hard U-turn here if this was going to bounce back. Right? Okay. We see here, wave trend. Sell signal. It was a false buy signal, sell signal. Stochastic's not looking terrible. I mean, it's pretty low. So this is actually the only positive indicator on this for me right now. In fact, let's let me add just standard RSI as well. Yeah. So RSI and stochastic, pretty much. I mean, this is a trailing indicator to stochastic RSI. Yeah, I mean, it might bounce, but I don't know. I don't know, guys. That's not looking good to me. I think I'll cancel any any open buy orders and put them down a little bit lower, because I don't think we've seen the bottom yet at this point. All right. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. What, Joseph? That this is it, you think this is the bottom, or what do you think? I didn't see. This is the problem, is I never see what I'm saying because I'm like looking at the screen when you guys are chatting, so I don't know what you're responding to. Yes, it is too. Could a whale or two have dumped crypto to buy into the traditional market sale pricing? That's actually not a bad theory, to be honest with you. It is certainly possible that some whale decided to dump a ton of their, and because look at it else too. It's like not, well, no, never mind. I was about to say not everything else is following with as bad of losses, but Civic down 10%, Litecoin down 10%, Basic Attention Token down 7. Oof. Reformium down 12. GBT down 10%. Man, Ripple down 10%. Everything, even the shorts on Ripple are down. That's crazy. I would have thought those would be stacking up. Yeah, so Bitcoin actually took the least beating on this, down only about between 4 and 6%, depending on which exchange. Yeah, shakeout, exactly. We'll see. We'll see what happens. I don't know. Like I said, I'm gonna move my buys down a little bit lower. I suspect we'll see another one of these. I don't think this is gonna pump back up. I don't think this is gonna be that he sodal. Have you guys seen that? One of my friends showed me some ridiculous video that was the guy sells his coins and then the brother goes, he sodal, and then it's massive candles like this. I don't know if you know what I'm talking about. Anyway, okay. Well, yeah. I mean, honestly, GBT, Power Ledger, and ETH were the 3 that I wanted to talk about on this. And other than that, I was just going to mention a couple of interesting things that I saw in the news today. This I'm not a huge fan of. So if you trade on Yobit, apparently in an attempt to attract more users, they are going to randomly pump coins with about 66 grand worth randomly into 10 different coins periodically. So if you're trading on Yobit and you hold one of the random coins that they have on there, then maybe you have a chance. I don't know. Sounds like, hey, come gamble over here, guys. I don't know. I don't think that's I guess it's an interesting way to attract gamblers, but I don't know if that's really going to be an effective strategy to growing your user base on your exchange. Something I wanted to point out though. So if you already trade there, you're a gambler. Feel free to get involved if you so choose. This was something I thought was actually pretty cool. I've heard a lot of talk about Singapore, and it's kind of wild westy out there. But ultimately, it seems like the real important thing with Singapore is that they are opening arms to blockchain. They are trying to outline a framework. They are trying to do things instead of just saying, nope, put the kibosh down on this and stop it and kill it off until we can actually control it. They're actually just trying to build the framework out and go through the growing pains, which was interesting. So specifically, this is counter to what had happened here in the States. Is Singapore is actually moving to help their startups and things be able to receive banking services rather than the banks all saying, no, we want no exposure to this. So more good news coming out of Singapore, and just wanted to point that out. And then another interesting thing that that I wanted to bring up was this one right here. Harvard, Stanford, and MIT have all invested in cryptocurrency funds. So looks like apparently after reading through this article, they were saying that Yale was pretty much the trendsetter, right? Yale was the trendsetter. They got in, and it was the rest of these university endowments were waiting for something like that to happen, and have started to get invested. So not a huge amount of exposure as far as their total portfolio value, but I do think it's pretty cool that that these universities, major universities, are investing in cryptocurrency funds. So pretty cool. Boy, that's about it. There's other than that, it's yeah, Yobit is the scammiest of the scam exchanges. Yeah, I don't trade there at all. I don't trade there at all, and like I said, that seemed like a real dicey way to attract users to me. Seems like you're going to attract a lot of the wrong kind of users because, you know, personally, I wouldn't want to invite a bunch of people over that maybe don't have the best money management skills, because I don't know, or maybe they're just trying to extract the maximum amount of value from people that have no idea what they're doing. Can't say you don't trade on the exchange, but if you do trade on the exchange and you want to take advantage of it, have at it. All right, 6351, 6351. Oh, that's what, yes, it is. Joseph, everybody else, thank you so much for verifying that. I'm sorry I'm dumb. I get in the middle of my rants and forget what I'm talking about in the middle of my sentence. So thank you for approving that, or for confirming that, I should say. Yeah, cool. So interesting, right? Coinbase, 6181. Bitfinex, 6297. And Binance, 6339. Anyone want to take a bet that it's a real pain to get your money to transfer your Bitcoin off of Coinbase right now? Like if you wanted to go in, if I wanted to send all my Bitcoin over to Binance and sell it for an arbitrage difference, the question is, would the block even confirm by the time the price changes? I don't think so. I don't think so. Why price spread between Gemini and Binance? Well, that's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm saying. I'm not sure there wasn't something dicey going on here, or is it just that my guess would be that maybe this massive Bitcoin dump that is happened on those exchanges first. It got shorted out on BitMEX, and probably Coinbase is one of the highest volume exchanges in the United States. So perhaps this particular individual is going with the theory. That they are trying to get sale prices out of the stock market for tomorrow and dumping their crypto tonight, because crypto is a 24-hour market and the stock market is not. That is actually a plausible theory. I like that. Bot wars. Could be bot wars. Generally bot wars don't, I mean, if a whale is trying to batter the price around, I guess it could be, but bot wars generally look like, what? Hold on. I was looking at one. What did I see? Was it? No. There was something I was looking at. Is it 1 hour or 30 minute? All right, now I'm just going to click through all the coins in there because it's one of these. Whew, Icon, your currency just bounced super hard. Is that your currency? Is that a secret that I'm not aware of? Not privy to? 30 minute. All right. Oh, was it Qtum? Yeah, it was Qtum. This is what bot wars look like to me. Two square of candles with not enough, very little volume. That's what bot wars look like to me, because they generally happen on lower cap coins, because they're easier to push around. Icon, not the owner of Icon. Well, rats. All right, let's see what else. Tether is down in value. Yeah, there's. Can I even actually? Yeah, again, probably. Huh? USDT, USD. Let's check it on Kraken. Kraken's got good volume. Woo! Look at that bounce. It is. That's a big bounce on Tether. Wow. I mean, it has to, because it's a stable coin, right? But wow. Still under $1. Still under $1 for your USDT if you're buying from fiat. Yeah, thumbs up. Yeah, guys. I mean, I think probably everybody's pretty sad about these giant red candles. I know it's certainly making me feel a little less than excited, a little less excited than I was earlier. I'm like, man, we went to the conference today. I was going to talk about that. I'm like, whatever now. Yeah. If you are enjoying the content, though, if you find me entertaining, even on a red market day with nasty red candles like that guy, smash that thumbs up for me. What do you say, huh? Yeah, geez, I don't know. We're hitting 30 minutes here. Not a lot to talk about. Let's give away some crypto and let me get the hell out of here. How do I pick coins to day trade? Generally, I will go. First of all, I only day trade coins that I believe in the projects. Right? I won't go and well, I shouldn't say that exactly. I only day trade coins that I'm not afraid of holding the bag. I guess that's a better way to say it, right? Because even if I don't like Ripple, if I get stuck in a Ripple trade, I can either stop out of it, or I'm pretty confident that the price of Ripple will go up to, near where it's at in its current levels. So I'll say that, but very often most of the coins I'm day trading are the coins that I hold, right? So Bitcoin, Ethereum, formerly Litecoin. I don't really day trade my Power Ledger. I basically just sit in that. I don't really day trade my Monero. OMG. So I basically like to trade things that have reasonable amount of volume, that actually are a legitimate project, because that's the other thing. I don't want to trade in and out of something because it's got a lot of good volume and there's a money opportunity on it, and then get stuck bag holding on it. And I just don't want to get stuck holding the bag on a crap coin. I basically just find coins that I think have good volume. I'll eye them myself. I do like Tron. I'm not holding any Tron currently. I've traded in and out of it several times. The last time I sold Tron was at 909 Satoshis, and I haven't touched it since, so that'll tell you how long ago that was, a little bit earlier this year. But I do like Tron. I think it's a good day trade coin, certainly. Lots of opportunities to trade in and out of that. There's a number. So basically, my first requirement is that it's a project that I that I know something about, and that I would be interested in holding some of, because why trade a coin that you don't want to hold? Again, just in case you get stuck in a bag holding situation. I don't trade anything that I don't believe in, and or that I don't know at least a reasonable something about. And then even when that happens, I don't trade anything that doesn't have a reasonable amount of volume and that isn't listed on major exchanges, basically. So that is my strategy. It's not perfect, but it's done pretty well for me. Even still amidst all of this, I'm still in the green. And I've only been in crypto since late 2016. So let's see. Coin Story says, what did I miss? You missed a nasty kick in the junk to all of us with Bitcoin falling off a cliff, but it looks like it has recovered a bit. Get back up to that 6,200 mark. I don't know. I'm looking for this capitulation point. I mean, you guys can see it here on my chart. Like, literally, you can see. Look, if I just, let me hide that guy. Oh, I guess that's not really helping things. If I squish all these down. I mean, you can see where I think the market's going to move in my chart. Right? These reds would be my stops, but they're about to be my buys. If this keeps happening, I might stop out up here and then buy back down here. So I will be watching the candles over the next few hours very closely and trying to make a decision on what I want to do. Yeah, see, there was your bounce. This was your bounce play, right? Is buy somewhere in here, hold, and then basically sell. Like, you should be clear. If you're looking for a bounce play, you should be closing out of that trade by 62.40. That's what I would be doing, right? Because look, we've already hit there. Oh, look at that, 62.24. Can't get above the wick. So that bounce play, I think, is. I think you missed the bus on that. That's a quick one. I hope my crypto hopper made some on that. I did see it send me a bunch of emails on buy and sell orders. So certainly hope my crypto hopper was able to make some of those plays. Coin Story is down to what? Down to what, zero? I'm not sure what you're asking me there. It is down to about 6. It bounced about 6K, just above 6,000, and bounced back up. It's now sitting at about 62.15. No, sorry, 61.80. At least on Coinbase, and there are arbitrage opportunities still open between Coinbase and either Bittrex, Binance, and apparently also Gemini. I don't have Gemini on my chart here. How would you get stuck with stop losses? Well, when you enter a trade, if you don't have time to set it, it all depends too. How much are you trading in and out? Are you trading open and close, right? Like if I'm trying to say I'm trying to trade 5 ETH, right? If I'm setting my position and laddering in, and then I start setting my stop losses, and then something like this happens, you don't get time to set your stop losses, right? So it just sometimes takes a little bit more time to actually enter the trade before stuff can happen. They run out of Bitcoin for over the counter, and they will have to go to exchanges, I think. Says Life Size Box. Hold up. Bot Wars. How do you pick coins to day trade? I already answered that. When will they run out of BTC over the counter? They have a lot more Bitcoin over the. Most of the Bitcoin, I think, gets traded over the counter. If you want my personal opinion, I think the majority of Bitcoin transactions happen OTC because you don't have to deal with slippage OTC. And if I'm buying millions of dollars worth of Bitcoin, you can bet I don't want to deal with slippage. I don't want to deal with percentages of my money getting eaten up as the purchase orders get filled. So over the counter, I think, is the majority of large Bitcoin transactions. Why so down? If you believe that this is so temporary, 2 weeks and we're back. Yeah, exactly. I'm not. No, I'll tell you why I'm so down. Because my order hit at 218 and it went all the way down to 200. If I was feeling a little bit more ballsy about it, I would have put my ETH orders down a little bit further. That's the only reason I'm like, eh. But also, again, I never want to pay more for it than I have to, right? So I paid more for it than I have to, right? Could have paid less. Just didn't know we were going to see this big of a dip. So paid more for it than I have to, and now I have to either buy more now to DCA it back up on the way out, or I have to wait for the market to recover and go back above the 218 point for me to be able to clear that back out in profit. Because I've already got enough ETH for my long-term holds. I was trying to swing trade this. My goal for it was to enter at 218 and to sell at 226. So anyway, that was my plan to trade, but that's over now. Now I have to wait for it to at least get back to 218, or like I said, dollar cost out of it. Then they got to run out of OTC sellers. Now that, I think, is an entirely possible situation, but it's tough to say, right? I mean, who knows? I don't know how many people are significant Bitcoin whales that are Bitcoin whales because they believe in Bitcoin, right? I'm not sure how many massive Bitcoin whales are just speculators that are like, I have capital to throw around. I'm willing to deal with this volatility in the interim because I think it's going to go up, so I'm going to park it here and let it go. I don't know. I don't know. That was a misconception I had when I first got into crypto, is that everybody shared a similar mindset to me. How about I'll say it that way, right? That we were like, oh wow, this is a way that we can get out of the banks. This is a way we don't have to let our robot overlords run our lives, and it gives us a measure of control and at least a small amount of privacy back. I know obviously it's an open blockchain, but pseudo anonymity through the wallets, et cetera, et cetera. That was the reason I got into Bitcoin. But there's a lot of people that are just cold speculators, right? That are just, they're capitalists. They are looking for more fiat money, and they invested a chunk of fiat money and are waiting until they grow it to the percent that they want, and then they will happily dump that Bitcoin because they don't give a shit about this network or decentralization or any of the other stuff that's great about Bitcoin. They just are purely speculating on it. So and what I'm saying is, I'm aware that there are that class of people now, and I don't know how many of them there are. I'm still here. I'm still pro. I'm obviously still pro crypto. I was just at BlockCon today. I'm going to be going to Crypto Invest Summit next week. I'm sorry, 2 weeks. Going to Start Engine next week, and so you know, I'm still excited to see there's still a number of legitimate projects, and we are starting to finally see some projects from or progress from some of the existing projects. Stellar's got ICOs out on it now. Number of different things going on. So, you know, the market is down, but ultimately, if I like the tech, right? So whether or not I'm sad about what the price is, I still am a believer in the technology, and so I will deal with the volatility, and I'll take my lumps like today. Am I crying? No. Am I a little sour about it? Yeah. Sure. Maybe I should follow Richard Hart on Twitter. I don't know who that is. Yeah, I'm not sure who that is, but I'll look into him. In fact, note to self. I don't have my pen. Rats. All right. The good thing is it's in the stream. Or I could just maybe do it right now. We'll see. I got the phone here. You guys want to watch me be a social media light? Socialite media online live? I am doing nothing important here tonight, guys. Nothing. Richard Hart. So at the recommendation of the guy with the cool last name, Richard Hart, you just got yourself a new follower. I don't know. There's a lot of Richard Harts. I'm guessing it's this Richard Hart win guy. We'll find out. Is that a pump group though? Because super not interested in that. Ooh, Icon down 3.46 off Crypto Hopper. Did you set your stop loss? I actually had my stop loss actually on Crypto Hopper cleared out of Ethereum and Bitcoin Cash positions, both at a loss tonight. So I think, yeah, I should have set my stop loss a little bit higher on that. I had about a 3.5% loss, so both of those closed at a loss because of this flash crash. It's fine. I'd rather they close it than I totally lose my position. Yeah, I'm still net up with it. It can be down 1% today. I'm still net up. In fact, I can look at my Hopper right now and tell you. Let's see. Still net up 1%. So, not awesome, but with large enough losses today and still up 1%. I'm still a fan of the Crypto Hopper. So far, it's doing great. Figured out some recent settings as well. Be sure not to sync the bags, right? Or to sync the bags, but tell it not to trade in and out of them if you are using Crypto Hopper. I'm gonna do a whole video on this so we can get into it a little bit more, and I'll let you know. But definitely there are some settings that I have found in there that you want to be sure to tweak. The Richard Hart win. It is the guy. Cool. All right. Is it a pump group? No. Oh, Snake follows him. Tight. All right, sweet. There we go. Thanks, Anthony. Good recommendation. Crypto Twitter is it's always an adventure. So I like following people with more good information. I'll have to scroll through there. I like his top tweet there. Buying Bitcoin is wholesome. Shorting Bitcoin is bad for your health. Hilarious. Hilarious. Yeah, good looks. So I'm guessing this dude just looks like he is entertainment. Yeah, looks like he's got some charting on there as well. Cool. All right, sweet. Well, always interesting. Good looking out. Thanks, Anthony. All right, guys. Well, at this point, I'm just jawing and looking at my social media online, so I don't know if I'm doing any of you guys any good at this point. So why don't I give away some crypto and get the hell out of here, huh? Yes. So how do we give away crypto? How do we give away crypto on the channel, guys? Well, it is very simple. Not up here. Not up here, but down below. Down below in the comments, leave me a comment with your ERC20 address. Tell me if you think we will see it bounce back to the 6,500 range, or are we going down to the 5,800 range? That's what I want. ERC20 address, and do you think 6,500, 5,800, and go. If you are watching me on Twitter, then please just give me a retweet, and if you are watching on Facebook, give me a like and a share. You will be eligible, and just like that, we will do this. So let me go ahead and get my random number generator. Number generator. Whoops. Great. All right. 1, 2, 3. So 1 for YouTube, 2 for Twitter, 3 for Facebook. 1, 2, 3. Number 3, Facebook it is. All right. And we had 1, 2, 3, 4 people. And do we have any shares? Nope. No shares. All right, cool. Well, 4 people then, so that makes it easy. And one, 2, 3. Number 2. Danny Robles. Danny Robles. Shout out to you. Thank you for watching. Thank you for supporting. And I will have somebody from my team get you some crypto. I'll have them reach out to you on Facebook, and they will get you set up for that. And just like that, guys, if you want to be eligible, that's all you got to do. If you want to know more about how I will be dealing with this recent kick in the junk from the markets and more, come on over to Cryptosomniac.com. Sign up for a free trial of the Moon Lounge. We have constantly got people in there charting, etc., etc. In fact, why don't I just go ahead and take a little test drive through it? Here is the Moon Lounge, guys. Look at this. We've got short-term, medium-term, long-term calls, daily Bitcoin analysis. Amal will do one of these on TradingView a week. The rest of them we keep specifically for the Moon Lounge. User requested technical analysis. You guys want us to chart them for you? We will do so. We've got an entire channel dedicated to margin trading. So if you are in a place where you want to learn to short the market, you can do so there. Community discussion, our Trader Talk channel, where everybody is in there ranting about this recent candles. We've even got a stock market channel in there for people that are trading in the stock market. ICOs for anybody who is still interested in those. And news, resources, random. You want to learn, you want to get better, you want to get more savvy, learn how we got good at technical analysis. We put all the resources we can in there for you. So that is all there for our Moon Lounge members. We would love to have you be part of the community. Just go over to Cryptosomniac.com and click the Advantage button. Try the Advantage for free, 14 days. What do you got to lose? What do you got to lose? What's up, Amit? Thanks for showing up. A little late to the party, though, because I'm about to sign off. Other than that, guys, thanks for watching. I hope you guys all had your stop losses tight today. Or if not, then obviously they're long-term holds now. Anyways, I will be at BlockCon again tomorrow. I think, I don't know. I've got a ticket. I might not go. Today, I might just recap it tomorrow. We'll see. Definitely some interesting people. The Total platform was looking pretty sharp. Who else do we see there? Ledger was there represented, so everybody knows we love a ledger. Got plenty of ledgers in the Cryptosomniac community. I'm trying to think what other projects we saw there. Number of different cool stuff. Anyways, guys, I'll talk more about it. So I may go again tomorrow. I may not. But definitely was a pretty cool thing at the Museum of Flight down in Santa Monica. So depending on the workload for tomorrow. And with that, guys, I am Jason from Cryptosomniac. Keep your stop losses tight. Thanks for watching. I'm out of here.